The Super Mario Bros. Movie is a perfect example of fan service done right. It's clearly targeting not just children, but the 20 and 30 somethings like myself who grew up playing the video games. Any YouTuber who makes an Easter egg video for this movie is gonna have their hands full. The worlds are colorful and vibrant, the animation and character expressions are really well done, and the action is fast-paced, yet easy to follow. And despite the internet collectively laughing at the voice cast over a year ago, they all do a fantastic job. My only real critique of this movie is that it's a bit too short. There were a lot of character moments and character arcs that were set up well, but left me wanting more. There's also so many great settings and action scenes that seem to end and move on a bit too quickly. It's kind of like eating a steak that's cooked and seasoned to perfection, but it's a little too small. You're really happy you got to eat it, but you wish you had more. All that being said, I feel like this movie would have benefited from about 15 extra minutes. This is going to be a non-spoiler review, and I'll post my spoiler talk video sometime this weekend. As you've probably gathered from the trailers, Mario and Luigi are plumbers trying to start a business in Brooklyn. They find a mysterious warp pipe and get separated. Luigi gets captured, and Mario ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom, where Princess Peach and Toad help him try to save Luigi and their kingdom from Bowser. I'll start by talking about the brotherhood between Mario and Luigi, which is so wholesome. I love how protective Mario is of his brother, and there's one particular flashback scene that displays this beautifully. Chris Pratt and Charlie Day have amazing chemistry, and their voices fit the characters well. Yeah, despite all the concerns people had about Chris Pratt voicing Mario, he does a convincing Brooklyn accent, and even channels Martinet a few times. Not to mention,
he's so cool.
The brothers get separated, and Mario is determined to save Luigi. They're separated through a good chunk of the movie, which is an example of my small steak analogy. I would have liked to have seen these two together more. The roles are reversed with Luigi and Princess Peach, the perpetual damsel in distress in the video games. But it makes narrative sense for their roles to switch in this movie, as it gives Mario a strong motivation to go on his journey, and it also allows Peach to both guide him through this new world and form a bond with him. I really like what they did with Peach in this one, making her an active part of the story, being a capable leader, and giving her a vibrant personality. She even gets a little bit of backstory, which I was hoping they'd expand on more, but it's one of the many things they seem to leave open for a sequel. Again, small steak. Anya-Taylor Joy gives a standout performance. Her voice exudes a lot of energy, and it's also very pleasant and soothing. I gotta say, she's much nicer to listen to than the video game Peach. And of course, we have Jack Black as Bowser, and he gives exactly the performance you'd expect, but I mean that in the best possible way. He's great at sounding both menacing and goofy, which pretty much matches his video game counterpart. His motivation is ruling the world,
of course,
as stated in the trailers. But his real goal is one of passion, and it's absolutely hilarious when you find out what it is. Fans of the games probably know exactly where that's heading. Throughout Mario's journey, he gets to know characters like Peach, Toad, and Donkey Kong. And in all three of those cases, there are some really good character moments. Peach starts to open up about where she came from and how it feels to meet another human. Toad is hungry for adventure and wants to be of service. Mario and DK even share their fears of being seen as disappointments. It's all really good stuff that's touched upon, but then the movie hurries along to the next scene. There's that small steak again. As for the action, it's full of energy and choreographed in a way that seamlessly matches the games. Power-ups, special moves, jumps, running cycles, everything you want is there. One particular move is used during the final battle that was utilized to perfection. All of my N64 fans will especially appreciate it. Speaking of the final battle, I was actually really surprised at what they did with it. It was the best part of the movie for me, and one of the few major scenes that isn't shown in any of the trailers or ads. All in all, the Super Mario Bros. Movie does exactly what it sets out to do, and that's to please the fans of this franchise. It's a great movie for kids, but it's also a love letter to the kids of the 80s and the 90s. The kids who brimmed with excitement when they opened up their Nintendo 64 on Christmas morning. It's not a critic-friendly movie, as you can see on Rotten Tomatoes, but the audience score already shows that the filmmakers nailed it with their target audience. My theory as to why the critic score is so low is because Waluigi isn't in the movie. He alone would have cranked that tomato meter up to 100%, so he needs to be in the next one. Stop shying away from him, Nintendo. Give the people what they want. Did you see the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and what did you think of it? Comment below, and please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. It really helps me out. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all have a good one.